Third pitch went out, too.
Third pitch went even more out.
Right.
Blue Jays, 3-2 in the lead. Game 6 tomorrow night in Toronto. Someone in the room has a Game 7 ticket. But I don't know that I can go. I had to say yes.
What are you even doing over there?
I had to say
have
yes.
a ticket, but I don't know if I can go.
Come on. You've never been in this position? Like, there's a chance. And I didn't want to miss out.
Yeah.
So I said yes and even sent the money.
Oh, wow.
But I don't know if I can go. So Joe's a baseball. Joe Ostrowski with us on the Western. Joe knows all these. You know the feels here. Like, I might be able, kind of a long shot, to go to Game 7 of the World Series. Mm-hmm. I kind of want them to win in Game 6 because not only am I rooting for them, but then
you get money back.
I get the money back, and I don't have to stress.
It's like you want to bet
what to do with my daughter. So yeah, I mean, here we are. You don't have any Guerrero, do you?
No, I do not.
Oh, we got close.
I went to one World Series game. That was Game 5, Cubs. I guess now the Guardians.
Yep.
2016. You have to go.
I know. I went to Game 2.
Never experienced anything like that in my life. Oh, okay. You did go to Game 2.
I went to Game 2.
You might go to the clincher. Come on.
I know. It's going to be interesting. Joe Ostrowski, host of Bet Sweats, weekday mornings, our friend. We've been, thinking about you a lot the last week or so. I love the show this week. I mean, it's always been like edgy and fun and funny, but now there's like a little extra. Like a little extra whatever vibe to it.
Don't care.
Yeah, like
what are they going to do to me?
Yeah, you're talking about Halloween night this morning. I mean, okay, let's have that conversation.
I don't know. Next segment, I don't know what we're going to do. We haven't decided. Be back next.
Right. Kelly wants to come on Wednesdays? Fine, come on Wednesdays.
Don't care. Whatever.
You're not a haunted house guy, Joe.
No, I was asked if I want to go tonight. I have no desire to go. I think at one point in my life I did go to a haunted house, and when we were younger, you can get away with a lot more, right? I somehow remember passing what looked like a cell and somebody grabbing my leg and never letting go, or at least for way too long. Since then, I haven't really been interested in going. Yeah, my daughter's been watching all the Scream movies this week, so she's getting into it. But yeah, my son, a bunch of their friends are going. I'm like, do you want to go? I'm like, well, do I have to watch Dolphins Ravens? No, I don't. But that's always been the excuse that I've had for the last 20 years. So
Daddy's got to work.
Yeah,
right.
I gotta work, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Well, there isn't a Blackhawks game. You're obligated to.
Wow.
No.
I think I went. I mean, it's like 3 generations ago, like a haunted house, and I don't remember really anything about it, but I have no interest in being. Nothing appeals to me less than being scared, like artificially. I'm scared enough. The world is bleak enough. I do not need to go somewhere to get my pulse racing or feel out of sorts. I mean, I just watch the news.
Why do you need a haunted house when you have Twitter?
Right.
Yeah.
I had a haunted house on my phone.
Or HR meetings like I had an hour ago.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was really happy to hear you wanted to stay, keep going with us. And when I heard Sam this morning mention anytime touchdowns on Thursday Night Football, like, all right, I know we're all set here because you had to come for this.
Exactly.
So I've got 2, and Bulldog, you and I have not talked about this. I don't know if you have a touchdown for tonight. I have made 2 bets. I'm on Likely at plus 280, I think it is. More routes, more snaps than Andrews. Like maybe better. Maybe Andrews is just like done. So they love their tight ends. I like Likely in this game, and really it's a little bit stealth because he hasn't done anything yet. And, I mean, are you sitting down, Bulldog, for this one?
There we go.
At plus 3,500, I played Patrick Ricard.
Oh, my Lord.
He is good for a touchdown a year.
Lord.
It's like the sort of return of the Ravens. He's healthy now. He missed the first 5 games or 6 games, whatever that was.
Yep.
And they missed him. And Derrick Henry is like over under 90 rush yards. I think the market sees a game here where Baltimore does what it wants. And I think if they do what they want, Patrick Ricard at 350 to 1, or what, 35 to 1 gets in the, not that good. 35 to 1 gets in. Joe?
I do the weekly show with Jason LaConfora, who covers the Ravens, and he has been harping on that injury being a big part of their struggles. That just because he's a fullback, do not overlook the impact of him. Was out there for 14 snaps against the Bears last week, none in the red zone. But for a long shot at 35 to 1, I don't think that's a crazy idea. I was wondering, okay, where else are you going to go? Is there another tight end to mention? Go ahead, Bulldog. Which Dolphins tight end do we have?
I don't have anything I don't have anything crazy for you at all. Well, other than I said before, right before you came on, I don't know why, but I love Miami tonight.
Yeah, I heard that.
so I mean,
I'd love to know why.
Yeah, I don't know. But Baltimore can't play defense. Is the start of it. So, and it's football. Like, it all lines up to me that, like, this would be a game that would go the other way just because it's the NFL and everyone's all excited Lamar is back. And I don't know. I think Miami should be able to move the ball on them. So, yeah, I like Waddle. I would bet on a Waddle touchdown or an Achane touchdown, and there's aren't juicy odds. And I like Andrews for Baltimore because Lamar is back, and like that's been the classic go-to thing. And I can hear Al and Kirk talking about how many touchdowns do they have? Tight end and quarterback combinations in history or something. I don't know if they're even close to, certainly not going to catch Mahomes and Kelsey, tonight, I don't think.
There have been a lot.
But I like that as like a, return to form kind of thing from the Baltimore side. So I didn't get deep into the weeds on picking a long shot.
That's where I went, Bulldog. That's where my brain went on Andrews at plus 185. I don't mind the likely one at all either, but I was just thinking, okay, so Lamar's making his return after missing a few weeks. We assume he's not going to use his legs as much because you get the extended rest after this. Let's just get through this game, get this win, stay in the hunt for the division and the playoffs, being actually a strong position after everybody else loses last week. What is going to make him comfortable in addition to handing it off to Henry most of the game? Where is he going to look? And while we've seen Zay Flowers really blossom,
nice.
That's where I went. What is going to make him most comfortable? I would say in the red zone, he's going to be looking for his buddy Mark Andrews. So that's what I was looking at as well. One that for a couple of years was hitting at a very high rate that we talked about today, that in the last month has not hit at all, is Henry longest rush. That has been a cash cow much of last year, and then it was hitting early this year, and then not even close most recently. I am wondering if he's going to pop one again. This matchup,
Ricard back could play into that too.
Right. We were saying this about Bijan, and then that game just got out of hand. Dolphins, they get out of the gates running, and then they never look back. But it's still the same matchup. I'm not looking at this Dolphins team and saying suddenly they have a strong defense, in particular against the run. So that's a high total for Henry. But if you are looking for a Henry prop, I don't think the longest rush is a terrible idea either.
What's the number?
It was 18.5 or 19.5.
Okay.
Somewhere in that range.
I'm in Kelly in Vegas. I'm in this touchdown survivor of hers. You're Mr. Survivor. She's Miss Survivor, maybe, in the space. I have 4.
You have to be a queen. Haven't you picked that up yet?
I just remembered.
Something with royalty.
Did you not reboot your thing?
You did.
I did.
I got to get in on that. I saw something, and I didn't react to it at the time because I didn't have my phone nearby.
It doesn't have to be today if you want to wait until the weekend.
It's a survivor pool for victims.
Yes.
She has a touchdown survivor, pick one player a week. I have 4 live entries in that, week 9. And I've never used Derrick Henry, which is probably good. I mean, he scored last week, but I've never used Derrick Henry.
This is a good spot.
Minus 230 I saw to score. What might be your number of entries you would use on him?
So I hate going all the way in, and I'm not a big fan of even using, for your example, 4, using 2 of them. I don't know if you have strong opinions about other ones. I'm sure you do. If you have much of the league available still.
Yep, I do.
I'll
get there.
Go at least one. I'd go at least one. With Henry. I don't know that I'd go two. How have you been playing it?
I'm going to do one. That's what I have lined up at this point. The 4 meetings between the we got to get off this game. I'm sorry. The 4 meetings between the Ravens and the Dolphins with Lamar Jackson on the Ravens have all been weird. 59-10 week 1, the 19 opener when Lamar lit him up. I think it was 42-0 at halftime. The Thursday night game in 21, Miami wins. There's that big lineman touchdown that didn't count for Miami. Baltimore struggled. Then you have the week 2 game maybe 3 years ago, 42-38 Miami. Just Baltimore's way ahead and they blow it. And then in 23, week 17, 56-19. That's got to be a scoregami. There have just been some crazy games between these teams for whatever reason. Bills and Chiefs, who have met 9 times since COVID without even being in the same division. What do you like here, Joe? Kansas City 2 and 52.5.
Well, what I do like is you guys trying to talk yourself into this idea that maybe Kansas City won't make the playoffs. I thought that was quite amusing.
Why not?
Meanwhile, they're looking like over the last 5 to 6 weeks like the best team in football. Hey, maybe they won't make the playoffs because of their challenging schedule, even though they're the best team in football right now. At least that's the way they look. The number's been hanging around 1.5 to 2 points. Kansas City as the road favorite. High total. A lot of high totals this week. You just end up looking at these matchups, potential shootouts across the board. There are 5 games where it's at least 50 points. But, in these Mahomes games, what usually happens is you get these high totals, you get all of that chatter about it being a shootout going back and forth, and then the under ends up hitting. Since 22 Mahomes games where the total is at least 50, 13-4 to the under. So something like that would not surprise me, especially the way that Kansas City's defense has been playing. The injuries certainly concern me with the Bills, the run game. So Andy Reid is probably going to lean into that a little bit. I'm not saying that it's going to be over. I'm not expecting one of those shootouts, but I'm leaning Chiefs. I mean, I told you guys right before this run started, I bet the Chiefs because of the number at 10-1 for the Super Bowl. Now maybe there's value there, but the betting market is saying no. If you look at people that do power ratings, they're like right now, forget the record that the Chiefs are the best team in football right now, and I understand why. Look at the explosion. As soon as those guys came back healthy or back from suspension, look at what they've been able to do. And then the unsung hero, the defensive side of the ball. They struggled in the first half last week, but just the way Mahomes is playing right now, it is the Mahomes that we got used to a couple years ago.
Yeah, no arguing that, man. They look, to me, they're the scariest team in the league, I think, right now.
Yes.
The Chiefs.
Well, somebody just bet plus 750 that they're going to miss the playoffs. So good luck to me.
Did you?
I did. Over here. I don't know.
They do have 3 losses. I hear you. So how many is that going to take?
What?
4 more for that to hit?
Yeah, probably. And there are a bunch of teams you can rule out.
I wonder what that number looks like if they lose this game to the Bills. Like how
and Denver wins in Houston.
Right.
Or the Chargers win against Tennessee.
Anything, right.
Which
It just
will happen.
starts stacking up. That number might get cut in half.
How many teams, though, do you know will not make the playoffs? Jets, Dolphins, Browns,
Titans,
Raiders, 5. So I'm down to 11. 7 make it. I don't know. Jacksonville.
Here's my question. You could look at both conferences if you want. Okay, if you go outside the top 7 currently, KC's the 7th seed.
Mm-hmm.
Who's fighting their way in? So everybody's saying the Ravens this week. That's the easy one. Swap the Ravens with the Steelers. I don't think it's a far-gone conclusion, but that's the easy one that everybody's running to. For both conferences, I don't know if there are many other candidates.
No, that's right.
That is a good point. Yeah, NFC especially. Bears, Panthers, Cowboys, Falcons, Vikings. All these teams are 3 and 4. Are they catching San Francisco?
No. Dallas. Too.
Or, I don't know.
Jaden Daniels has to come back now and look great.
Good luck with that.
Washington, yes.
Before you go, Joe, so we already covered Henry, this game.
World Series.
Thank you, Bulldog.
To where we started. You have a ticket. You're not sure you can go.
There we go. Yeah. What do you like? I mean, is Toronto's favored now, or is it close?
For the series?
Yes.
Yes. Dodgers are favored game 6. Toronto is favored for the series. It's Toronto minus 250 for the series to take one of these two games. Now, as far as game 6, I think most observers are looking at it and saying there's going to be a game 7.
Right.
That's with Yamamoto and what we saw last time, what we've seen throughout the playoffs, and pushing on him to go against Gausman. So the number right now is, it's been going up throughout the day. The Dodgers are getting bet. It's minus 140. Dodgers as the road favorite. The total is sitting at 7.5. Vladdy is your favorite for the World Series MVP, minus 200. Ohtani, a couple games ago, he's minus 500 for the MVP, and now he's plus 220. So what the betting market is saying, look, if the Dodgers win, it's going to be Ohtani. If the Blue Jays win, it's going to be Vladdy. I agree with that part about the Blue Jays. However, Dodgers win twice. What if it's somebody else? What if it's somebody who hasn't done anything the entire series and they end up being a hero contributing in both games? It wouldn't surprise me. We'd be guessing.
Well,
right?
Freddie Freeman
guess.
already has an 18th inning walk-off home run. If he has heroics up his sleeve like he did last year, then he's a candidate, I think.
Of course. Mookie Betts has done nothing, but he's Mookie Betts. What if he has 2 game-winning hits? Something like that, where he steps up. On the Dodgers side, even though they have Ohtani on their side, if it's not him, boy, it could be somebody else because they'll be caught up in the moment. They'll be voting last second, end of Game 7, if the Dodgers end up taking both, and I could see something happening. But, yes, most likely it's Ohtani, Dodgers, Vladdy, Blue Jays. There are some guys on the Blue Jays that have a higher average, that have just as many home runs like Kirk. Barger has higher average, higher on base, OPS, all that stuff, but just not getting the love. The story is Vladdy right now.
Right, the story. That's the thing.
What would Yamamoto need if he has another game like Game 2? Now, it's not the clincher. They would still need Game 7. Maybe they would need to just kick the Blue Jays around like 10-2 or something, and there's no dominant pitching performance necessarily. Maybe those two, if he has another complete game, it just shuts Toronto down.
They need to win Game 7 3-1.
Okay.
And he doesn't pitch.
Right.
Like, I'm always attached to the Bumgarner idea. That's
Come
what I
in
want
late.
on Bumgarner.
Right.
But the Dodgers don't need him for that, unless it goes 18.
Right.
And he was going to come in the 19th inning.
Right.
Like, they have Sasaki. They don't need to use Yamamoto on Saturday, I think, or else I would be in on that.
Yeah.
There's nobody else I think wins.
Unless it's 18 innings.
It's got to be 18 innings.
Yeah, you can go to Ohtani. I think you're right. Now, in the last few days, Yamamoto's been bet. It goes to 30 to 20 to 15, and now it was 13 this morning, 10 at some other spots. I don't see it. Even if he's dominant in Game 6, I think you need that third game for the pitcher to win the award because they're winning some other way. There's some other. If it's a Game 7, they'll find a hero who's done something else throughout the series. But we're talking like it's a Dodgers World Series, guys. The Blue Jays are 1 win away.
You need Ohtani to bomb, like 1 for 9 in these two games, so that the voters can't vote for him. Because
if he pitches, come on, it's going to be tough.
Yep. Yeah. Great stuff. Thank you, Joe.
Thanks, guys. Talk next week.
Joe Ostrowski, Bet Sweats. Mike Schopp and the Bulldog with Ian Hartitz at 4 here on WGR.